Yo, what's going on? It's Jordan here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why handsome men should practice body game. So if you are a man that is self-improving, you're doing everything that you can to improve your physical appearance, in my opinion, dialing in your physique should definitely be one of the top things on your list to do that. Or if you are facially a handsome man, but you haven't dialed in your physique and you overall haven't maximized your appearance to the best of your ability, bro, what you doing, man? You're tripping. So I'm gonna make sure that for this video, I'm gonna do my best to make this applicable to the man that is on his way to becoming more of a handsome and attractive man through self-improvement, or the man that was naturally gifted, the genetics of being facially handsome, but he hasn't dialed in his physique because he's maybe been able to just attract women to him based on his face. I'm gonna make sure that for this video, I'm gonna talk to both different types of men and bring them together in the sense of why, regardless of where you're at, whether you're trying to self-improve or you were, genetically gifted, the facial aesthetics and stuff like that, why both men should still practice body game, right? Because this is only gonna make you guys more handsome and attractive and be able to attract more women to you and receive better treatment from people in general, because that is the halo effect. The more attractive you are as a person, generally the more positive treatment you receive. So let's go ahead and let's hop into it. So number 1, and I got a little bonus at the end, so be sure you guys stay for that because that has to do with women. So I know you guys are probably going to stay for that. But hopping into number 1 is that you earn your confidence through accomplishments, not just from your genetics. So like when you're a handsome man facially, you're going to receive a lot of attention and attraction from women because of your face, which is going to boost your confidence more than likely. Now, here's the thing though, is like your genetics were given to you. Like for me, one of the more appealing features of mine, based on my own opinion and my experience, is my face. So I'm gonna get women attracted to me based on my face. I was able to do that when I was young, when I was like in 6th grade, right? And even if you have a handsome face, man, do what you can to maximize it, because you're just going to make yourself more attractive in general, right? You want to maximize yourself to the best of your ability, in my opinion. However, one of the ways that I was able to actually increase my confidence personally was by getting into the gym, working on my body, making it strong by hitting PRs, constantly increasing either the reps or increasing the weight to 2.5 to a 5-pound increase, tracking my lifts, tracking my calories, especially when I was on a lean bulk so I could actually pack on lean muscle mass and size, and staying consistent to the point where I'm actually able to look in the mirror and see like, oh shit, like I actually have my dream body. That was when I was able to really become confident in myself, right? Because when you get in the gym, when you put in the work to build your body up, right? Nobody can take that away from you. Okay, you can say your genetics were given to you, and they were, but if you are able to maximize your genetics, or if you're able to put in the work and achieve something that would only come from you earning that thing, well, that's going to give you confidence because you are able to clearly see that you have the ability, you have the discipline, the dedication, the mental strength, and just the overall consistent trait of somebody that is actually able to build his body up. Therefore, you were able to earn the physique that you see in the mirror because you put in the work, because you accomplished it, and nobody can take that away from you. And that's what's going to truly give you confidence, which is the accomplishments that you accumulate over your life as a man. And building your body up is one of those accomplishments, right? Because although your face, let's say, bringing it back to my facially handsome men that may be watching this, although your face may have been given to you, the body that you will build will be earned. So that's the first reason why handsome men should practice body game, is because you earn your confidence through accomplishments, not just from your genetics. Now, moving on to number 2, other men will be less likely to test you. You're still gonna have some dumbass hater dudes who are gonna try to test you because they can't get women. They're jealous of you, especially if you have the handsome, attractive face. They're definitely going to be hating on you, right? I've experienced this when I was young. When I was younger, coming up in middle school and high school, dudes would, roast me from time to time. And the reason why they would roast me is because they saw that the girls that they wanted were feeling me. Especially, like, no disrespect to my white homies. I'm half white, half black, but I mean, I had dudes from like, I had brothers and I had white dudes that would try to get at me, but a lot of it was like the white dudes that would get mad at me because they saw how, the white girls that they wanted were feeling your boy. I'm just keeping it a stack, right? But it is what it is. And you're going to have dudes that are going to roast you and try to, hate on you, try to make fun of you in front of girls and just try to, make you look bad because they know that other people, especially women, are more attracted to you. And when I say more attracted to you, as far as people in general, like people want to be around you more, they want to talk to you more, but more specifically when it comes to women, dudes know that women are into you, right? So if they're a jealous dude and they're going to be, hating on you and trying to publicly roast you in front of the girls, it's because they know that you can pull them and they can't, right? And another reason for this, especially if you are more of a facially handsome man, but you're skinny, you don't have much muscle frame to you, is that these dudes are going to perceive you as a non-physical threat. You're not going to pose as a physical threat to them, which is why it's important. And this goes for both men. It doesn't matter if you were born with, the facial genetics or not. Either way, this is why it's important for men in general to practice body game and build a strong masculine proportionate physique that stands out, because you are going to decrease your chances of men in general trying to test you and pick fights with you. And you're also going to gain more respect from other men, because since more men are going to be less likely to test you, they're more likely going to respect you because they're going to see that you're clearly in shape, that you look strong, you look capable, you look masculine. And men understand that it requires work, it requires discipline, mental strength, as I said earlier, and having more positive habits such as the trait of consistency. They're going to know that you had to put in a lot of hard work to build that body up. Therefore, they're going to respect you more, especially because most people aren't in shape. Most people aren't in shape. They don't have lean, proportionate, strong muscle mass. They're not aesthetic. They're not capable. They're not functional. Like, most people are out of shape and look like shit. So if you can get in shape, man, if you can build that strong, masculine, aesthetic, lean body that I always talk about in my videos, if you are a returning viewer and subscriber of mine, bro, you're going to be standing out from 99% of men. It's no competition. And this is also why I encourage you men to learn how to fight as a man. Your body is going to be think of your body as like the no trespassing sign, right? Like, how some buildings and houses have like the no trespassing sign, like on their door or on their fence or something like that. Think of your body in that same way, as far as having that masculine, strong body is going to be like a way to signal to other men, like, hey, don't F with me like that, right? Like, watch yourself. But if you actually have the fighting skills, the combat skills to go along with that physique, that's when you unlock level 2 of confidence. That's where my confidence really soared, was when I started to learn how to fight. I do Muay Thai and I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And once I started to learn how to fight and defend myself, I started to spar and actually, be in actual combat with other men. And, I started to get hit in the face a little bit and just kind of understand what that feels like. And, getting, put in rear naked chokes and my arms being bent in ways that they're not supposed to in jiu-jitsu, and just learning what it's like to be in those uncomfortable situations, but then knowing how to develop those skills so I could put other people in those situations. It does give you a next level confidence beyond just building a strong masculine and aesthetic body. But both of those components, as far as having a strong masculine, aesthetic, functional, capable body and the skills to go with it, that's how you're not only going to walk around and look like a confident man that other men more than likely won't test and they will respect, but just in case you have some dumb dudes who will try to test you, if you have the skills to defend yourself, you're going to more than likely be good. And I don't advocate for men to fight or anything like that or go looking for fights, but the physique along with the skills will definitely be a great insurance policy for men not to mess with you, try to roast you or anything like that. So that's the second reason, and that is other men will be less likely to test you. Now, moving on to number 3 is that clothes will simply just look better on you, man. So like, when you're in shape and you have a strong and proportionate physique, clothes are just going to look 10 times better on you. And an in shape man makes the clothes, not the other way around. That's why you will have dudes who are overweight and have no muscle mass to them, they're not lean or anything like that, try to wear designer clothes because they're trying to make up for not having the physique. They're trying to replicate the effect and the appeal that a masculine, strong, aesthetic physique has. They try to make that up with the luxury clothes and the designer clothes, but it doesn't work. Because here's the thing, having a strong, masculine, healthy, and aesthetic body is more expensive. It's more expensive, it's more valuable, it's more appealing than any other designer clothes on the planet. Like, having an aesthetic body and practicing body game is actually more valuable and more expensive than any designer clothes that you can wear, because you have to put in work, you have to put in time, you have to go through uncomfortable situations, you have to do things as far as going to the gym, showing up, lifting heavy weights, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't want to, trying to go for those PRs when you're like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift this 225, man, I'm not feeling it, I didn't get a whole bunch of sleep last night. Like, there's so much that goes into building a body like that, and you actually have more use. You actually have more use and more value to provide with your physique, which we'll talk more about that in this video, right? But it's way more expensive and more valuable to have a strong, masculine, healthy, and aesthetic body than wearing designer clothes, right? Now, if you have both, if you have the physique and the designer clothes, well, the designer clothes will only look dope on you because of the physique. Look at your physique as the Christmas tree and look at the clothes as the ornaments. The ornaments don't matter. The ornaments don't really serve much of a purpose in terms of, you know, attractiveness goes without the tree, right? So the tree is the foundation, aka your body's the foundation, the clothes are just the ornaments. Your body's like the 80%, the clothes are the 20%, right? Of course, we have to wear clothes in public, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. The designer clothes and really the type of clothes that you wear, honestly, man, doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't. You know, it really doesn't. And the cool thing is that when you're in shape and you're practicing body game, you will actually be able to save more money because you don't have to buy very expensive clothing to look good, right? Because the body is doing all the heavy lifting, no pun intended, when it comes to looking good. But if you're wearing nice clothes that do have nice quality fabric and they're tailored to your body, or they're very, you know, well fitted and complementary of your body, it really showcases and accentuates your shoulders, your back, your legs. You know what I'm saying? If you wear clothes that just look like a bat suit or look like a Spider-Man suit on you, you're going to be killing the game. And the funny part about this too is that you can actually get away with wearing like bummy clothes, like chill, you know, athletic wear like sweatpants, hoodies, and stuff like that. If you have, you know, a nice proportionate, strong masculine physique to you, you can actually get away with wearing more bummy clothes and still look better than 99% of men because of your physique again. So that's reason number 3, is that clothes will just simply look better on you. Now, moving on to number 4 is that you're just simply going to look more masculine and have more of a masculine energy to you. So when you have a masculine physique, you look more capable as a man. You're not just like this pretty boy that, okay, you are facially handsome and attractive, but like your body's skinny, you don't have any muscle frame to you. You look like you can easily get, you know, pushed over. It looks like another dude could just like pick you up and throw you and just punk you. You know what I mean? You don't want to have that type of physique, man. Like, in my opinion, like, I'll say this, women do like pretty boys, like they do like men that have the pretty boy face, but in my opinion, man, have that masculine and aesthetic body. That way you have the best of both worlds, and that way you're capable, you're strong, and you're gonna feel more confident in yourself because you know you built up your body. Your body is gonna, when you build that strong masculine aesthetic physique, man, I'm a big comic book nerd. You're going to feel like you have Spider-Man's powers. You're going to feel like you're Superman. You're going to feel like you're Batman, even though Batman doesn't have superpowers, but Batman being Batman is his superpower. You get what I'm saying? You're going to feel like Captain America when he first got the super soldier serum, injected into him, right? That's how you're going to feel, and you're going to carry yourself that way, right? You're going to look like you can fight. You're going to be able to physically protect, and you're simply going to be in servitude of other people, right? Because, you know, let's say an older lady or a neighbor or your parents or whomever needs you to help them, you know, lift something heavy or help them move, or maybe a friend, you know, is asking you to help them move because they know that you're strong and capable. Those little acts of service, it's still going to mean a lot to you, in my opinion, because it's like, okay, cool, like I've actually built myself up to be someone that can be in servitude of other people, even if that just means using my body and using my strength to lift some boxes, help somebody move. You know what I'm saying? Again, I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you can be someone that can provide value to other people, that's actually how we generate fulfillment and happiness within ourselves, because we can serve other people. We feel like we have a purpose, right? And what's also dope about this, and this is kind of where you're going to really harness that masculine energy, is that you carry yourself with more quiet confidence. You don't have to do all this talking. You don't have to, convince people that you look good. You don't have to convince people that you are strong and all this stuff, because the physique will do all the talking for you, right? The physique will do all the talking for you. People just got to look at you and be like, okay, yeah, I know he's in shape. I know he works out. I know he works hard. I know he's strong. I know he's capable, right? And when women see the physique like that, they're going to be thinking about stuff that they can do with you in the bedroom. Like, I'm just going to be honest. They will. They're going to have fantasies and stuff like that. I'm not going to get too vulgar with that. That's not how I rock. But women are going to be thinking, certain things about you when they see your physique, right? Your arms around them and all this stuff, you being able to pick them up, you know what I'm saying? But that quiet confidence embodies masculine energy, because men they don't talk. So that's reason number 4, is that you're simply just going to look more masculine when you build that physique up, and you're going to have more masculine energy to you. Now, moving on to number 5 is that, man, you get to leverage dual weapons instead of just relying on one. So what do I mean by that? So if you are blessed with a handsome face, do what you can, again, to maximize your facial aesthetics, as I talked about earlier, but don't just stop there, bro. Like, have the masculine physique to go along with it, because yes, women love a man that has a handsome and attractive face. They definitely do, but they also want a man that has a masculine, strong, functional body, because as I just said in the last reason, they want a man that pretty much can, pick them up and be able to actually use their body. They want a man that has a masculine physique, because it will make them feel more feminine, right? It'll make them look more feminine in comparison to being next to you. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, bro, it just makes more sense to have the handsome face and the masculine and aesthetic physique, because those are, like, in my opinion, the equivalent of knowing how to strike and grapple. So like, you have a striking art like boxing or Muay Thai, and you have a grappling art such as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, judo. If you're really good at striking and grappling, man, that's a tough time in the office, for somebody, man. Like that dude's lethal. That dude's lethal. Or this is the equivalent of someone able to play high level offense and defense in basketball, right? That's how I look at that. So, man, whether you're on your journey, to self-improve and maximize your overall physical appearance, or you already have the handsome face but you're not in shape yet, for both men watching this video, do what you can to maximize yourself all the way. Don't just stop at the face, or don't just stop at the body. Do everything that you can to maximize your overall physical appearance, in my opinion, because that's just one aspect as far as improving your physical appearance. That's just one aspect out of many different aspects of becoming the best version of yourself, right? And then, of course, your ability to attract more women and generate more options and more quality options will only increase as you enhance your overall physical attractiveness and appearance. Which, speaking of attracting more women, that leads me into the bonus. So that was the 5th reason. Now going into the bonus is that you're simply just going to attract higher quality women. Now, more specifically, when you are a handsome man who's also in shape, you're going to have a better chance of attracting higher quality women in terms of fitness and positive habits. So personally, in my experience, ever since I built my body up and I've added lean muscle mass to my frame, I've been able to attract women who also work out, women who are also healthy, women who don't smoke, who don't do drugs, who don't drink, or if they do drink, it's on an occasional basis. They're not drinking every day or every weekend night or anything like that. And I've noticed that they have like a better head on their shoulders. They're more into self-improvement themselves. They like reading. They like listening to productive self-improvement related podcasts, right? They're into business. They're professional women. They're into meditation, journaling, right? I've noticed that I do the best with those type of women. And whenever, once I started getting in shape, and I built my body up, once I've been able to really build a decent frame to myself, I'm not that big by any means, but once I started to really dial in my physique and really embark on my fitness journey and taking it serious, that's when I've been able to start attracting more of the fitness girls, which I'm into, right? And we just vibe so much better, right? We just vibe so much better. The chemistry is better just because it's like that unspoken that unspoken mentality between us, like, hey, like, you know, game recognizes game in the sense where, like, hey, I'm putting the work in the gym, I'm all about leveling myself up, you are too. We vibe well. The chemistry is a lot more aligned in that regard. And I talk about attracting your ideal clientele in the sense of women and dating, and focusing on dating a particular type of woman or women that you notice that you do the best with, that you vibe with the most, that the chemistry is just the best with, the women that treat you the best. And I've noticed it's these type of women, for me personally, that treat me the best and that I just have a better time with overall. With that being said, guys, if you want extra help when it comes to maximizing your looks and becoming the most handsome and attractive version of yourself, so that overall you can be more of a confident man and being able to attract your ideal woman to you, then I would highly suggest that you check out my Inbound Attraction Blueprint program. I'll have a link down below in the description and the pinned comment. And if you got a lot of value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next one.